All right, everybody, welcome to the day ahead analysis for February 12th. Today I had one trade, um, and I won like 400 with it. I had moved to break even pretty quickly, but I was just needed a $150 day. So I think I was up around 1,000 at one point, but then it came back, stopped me out, and I'll take it. So I need one more $150 day for a $3,000 payout. Yeah, hoping they don't move me to live or whatever. I have those accounts around 6K, so I doubt they will. I bet they'll just honor my payout and we'll move on. I'll probably be switching to Tradeify. I don't think that it's worth it to even risk getting moved to live with 20% of my account size if I do happen to run one up. I think Tradeify would just pay me out instead of doing that. Moving a live thing with Top Step, so we'll see how that works, but we'll still trade, still make money regardless. So we'll get into the analysis here with NQ. I think it's the same thing as yesterday. We're in a lot of cross currents. Looks like today played out kind of how we talked about yesterday, which is find some resistance at that double core DML up there with the flash, and then finding support down there at the middle of the envelope with that extension's at. It was a really nice move off it today. I'm not sure if it went back to re-challenge it or not, but kind of have an inside bar here, so it's tough. You do have a really nice flash in the daily. I would think that selling pressure would be more. I mean, we did have green volume on relatively low, nothing crazy. So I think you got to be able to play both sides today, but I'm going to be favoring the short side as of now. Obviously, Asia and London will tell us a lot. I think we can look at that overnight. But I'm one to believe that this, weekly middle of the envelope is going to be strong selling, and hopefully maybe set up something next week where we get a close down in here, and maybe it'll clear it up for us. But it's been tough to read here as of recent, especially after that suck up right there of last week. Back into the monthly support, tagged quarterly extension. So not much clarity. I think it's the same picture. Take less risk. Move to break even quicker. Pick your spots. ES kind of looks the same. You do have a pocket with double core DML there. So that could decide to drive price down lower. I think you need to play both sides in the week. You find support down in here in this area. You find resistance up in here. So I'm going to continue playing that range until it tells me it's going to break out one way or the other. Looking at gold. So we gapped up and through, tried to push up the extension, couldn't get there. Yeah, I mean, it might try to push up into this weekly extension. We'll see. You are going to open above a good bit of support right there. That extension's inside the envelope. So I'd be looking for longs, but I don't expect it to rocket up and through and touch this next daily extension. It might grind higher, and then we'll see for next week. But I would expect it to maybe close around the envelope top up in here. Silver, same story. Don't look at it. I don't even know why I'm looking at it, to be quite honest with you. Bonds, we did. I thought it was gonna have a nice continuation move, but we had a little bit of a pullback there. Closed above the pocket. I think we're as long as we close above the support and the support holds over Asia and London, I think that will be strong. We are now below the weekly extension. It made one attempt to drive up towards that monthly extension at the top of the envelope, couldn't get there. So we'll see. I think it's safer to be bullish in this market, especially with that pocket right there with bonds. Looking at the dollar, euro versus the dollar. So we held that extension of today. Tough one. I think, we did rifle up and through this failed pocket. We found some resistance back up in there. Like we talked about, So I think you have to be short here. I think a move back up into this area where the previous weekly resistance is at is a good opportunity to get short, but also not a lot of clarity for me, just because monthly still, it's unclear. We had that move down from the extension, but we're still above a good bit of support down here, so it's tough to read. But I think shorts, if we find our way back up into that last week's resistance, it could be a good opportunity if intraday charts confirm it. So pretty simple analysis here today. I think it's just going to be being able to play both sides, manage your risk, and not be stupid with just, taking too much size or trying to hold trades for too long. I think taking a 45-point winner, 40-point winner is the best way to go in these markets right now. We saw today it was a little bit of volatility, like going one way or the other, especially at the open. Kind of just a battle between each other. Couldn't decide where it wants to go. Then eventually it flushed down, and then found support and made a rally back up towards where it kind of opened. So I'm able to play both sides tomorrow, and I only need $150. So I'm really gonna pick my spots and hopefully get it pretty cleanly and not have to have an uphill battle for that. So that's my analysis here today. I hope everybody has a good rest of their night. I'm gonna hit the golf simulator, so that should be pretty fun. But I'll be ready to trade tomorrow. I will talk to everybody in the chat. Let's look forward to ending the week strong. So I'll see everybody.